Yo, what's going on YouTube? Thank you so much for being here. Look, I know your time is precious, so I promise not to waste too much of it. Welcome to Making Big Moves, a channel for anyone looking to make a big move to a new city, state, or country, and is looking for tips or motivation. A channel for anyone looking to make big vacation moves or just big moves in their career. Look, I'm Rob, and given that video's age, let's just say I was born in '94 and I'm a Scorpio. Originally born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, honestly not too much at all. We were about as poor as it gets. At a young age, my mother passed away, leaving me and my 3 siblings to go live with various family members. Me and my sister ended up moving to North Carolina to live with one of our aunts. It was like going from a Fast and Furious movie to a snail's pace, completely night and day. Now, I really wasn't a saint at all. Given I had just lost my mother and I was moving from a bad part of Philly, I really had some wannabe bad boy tendencies. My aunt worked third shift, which gave me a ton of freedom to get in a lot of trouble. Trouble was my middle name. But one day I really had an epiphany. At about 14 years old, I realized I wanted more in life and I wanted to be successful. So at that point, I really started to focus on my grades, and I fell in love with football, a sport that I was actually pretty good in. So even though I was pretty decent at football, I did not want to go play in college. I felt like my grades was good enough to get me to a bigger school, so I applied and I was accepted into a university. Now look, I was 18 years old. I wasn't really that focused in any and everything revolving around my life. I was financially responsible for it. So with that, I decided to jump into the 9-to-5 life. And then I stumbled across sales accidentally, and I was actually pretty good at it. So in this industry, I moved with a chip on my shoulder. I just really wanted to prove that you did not need a college degree in order to be successful. Now, I was very competitive, and I hustled so hard to be the best I could be. And when I wanted a better opportunity, I realized that this mid-sized town in North Carolina did not offer those. So I packed my bags and I decided to move to Austin, Texas. And that's truly where my life changed. There I had no distractions, hanging out with my friends in a city with a ton of opportunities. And not after long, I actually landed my first corporate sales job. And given that I was so competitive and still moving with that chip on my shoulder, I was really good and ended up getting promoted pretty quickly. But boom, that's when the pandemic hit. That's when George Floyd hit, and everything was just in chaos. During that point, I really decided to hone in on the YouTube, and I took it so much more serious. And I packed my bags in the middle of the pandemic and moved all the way to Washington, D.C., right in the middle of North Carolina and Philly. And since then, things have been even better. My YouTube really started to grow, and I landed a job at a top-tier private company with a salary that I could never imagine having without a college degree. So you probably asking, what's up with all the storytelling? It's because I'm a normal person. I'm most likely just like you. Most of us don't come from much. Most of us have dealt with tragedy in our lives, and most of us are just ordinary people with extraordinary dreams. All in all, I'm just a regular person trying to crack the code of life. So I'm here to drop knowledge, share tricks and tips, and ultimately grow together. So I want to ask you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can grow and make big moves together. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.